Have you ever been in a really intense argument where you felt like you were about to lose your cool? We've all been there, whether it's a disagreement at work, a fight with a loved one, or a heated online debate. But what if I told you there's a way to handle conflicts without resorting to figurative or literal blows? The ancient Stoics, masters of emotional control and reason, have some amazing strategies for facing your adversaries with grace and composure. In this video, you'll discover 13 Stoic-inspired techniques for dealing with conflicts head-on. These techniques are drawn from the wisdom of great thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Trust me, these methods may take more patience and effort than throwing punches, but the rewards, inner peace, long-lasting solutions, and potentially transformed relationships, are well worth it. Are you ready to learn how to navigate conflict like a true Stoic? Remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can catch all the videos on facing life's challenges with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Number 1. Dive into the depths of your adversary. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a furious river, the rapids foaming and churning with rage. A wise Stoic would pause before diving in, focusing on the invisible depths below rather than the turbulent surface. Similarly, the first Stoic tactic involves delving into the mind of your opponent. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back, inhale deeply, and mentally zoom out to examine the circumstances with dispassionate interest. Imagine yourself as a fly on the wall, observing the exchange objectively. This emotional distance allows for deeper observation and more logical reasoning. Instead of countering arguments, pose sincere questions to understand the underlying reasons for their statements and behaviors. What drives them? What worries them? What do they want? Consider their perspective with empathy, aiming to comprehend their viewpoint rather than endorsing their behavior. Conflict often arises from deeper issues such as unfulfilled desires, fears, or past injuries. Look beyond the current argument and identify the underlying problems causing the conflict. Explore the unmet needs and fears that may be surfacing. This process is about seeking understanding, not necessarily approving their behavior. Your goal is to comprehend the layers of experience and perspective influencing your opponent's actions. By practicing this Stoic depth-seeking technique, you can transform a once raging river of conflict into a calm stream with understanding and the potential for resolution engraved in its stones. Number 2. Choose your battles wisely. Life is full of disagreements, from political arguments to conflicts in parking lots. But the Stoics advise you to focus only on the battles that truly matter. Getting involved in every little dispute can drain us emotionally. So, the second Stoic tactic encourages us to pick our battles carefully. Imagine standing in front of a vast battleground where every argument has the potential to become a conflict. A wise Stoic would pause and evaluate each situation before jumping into the fight. Ask yourself, is this battle worth it? Will it affect my health or the things that are important to me? Stoic principles like the Seneca test, which involves delaying and calming down before responding, can help you make thoughtful decisions. Consider whether the disagreement has a genuine impact on your morals, well-being, or important aspects of your life. By focusing your efforts on truly significant matters, you can address them more effectively. The Marcus Aurelius principle suggests that sometimes it's beneficial to remain quiet and let things pass. Not deciding at all can be the best course of action. The cost-benefit analysis of Stoicism encourages analyzing the advantages and disadvantages of every conflict. Compare the emotional costs of losing the disagreement with the potential rewards of winning. Remember, choosing your battles strategically is not a sign of weakness. It's about realizing the limits of your time and energy and using them wisely. By applying these Stoic insights, you can navigate life's battlefield more focused and save your strength for moments that truly matter. Number 3. Speak with calm and clarity. Picture yourself facing an opponent with words prepared for war. But the Stoic approach emphasizes calm clarity. Instead of shouting insults and accusations, draw from Stoic thinkers like Seneca and focus on expressing your demands and concerns constructively. Improve your active listening skills by paying close attention to what your opponent says, both with words and body language. Show appreciation and understanding by nodding intelligently and maintaining eye contact. Respect their emotions and validate their experiences, even if you disagree. Use statements like, "I understand you're feeling frustrated," or "It sounds like this situation is important to you," to establish rapport. When raising concerns, use I statements to communicate your needs and feelings without placing blame. Speak firmly and calmly, avoiding aggression, insults, and personal assaults. Remember, the goal is to find solutions, not just to win the argument. Start the discussion with a question about addressing the issue together and focus on cooperative problem solving. Developing the skill of calm and clear speech is crucial, and if you make a mistake, don't be afraid to apologize and be patient with yourself. Positive communication makes navigating even the most difficult tasks easier. Number 4 is about finding common ground. Think of it like two mountain climbers on different peaks. As they climb, they realize their paths meet at the summit. This idea is crucial for the 4th tactic in our peaceful journey, looking for the shared road. It's like the Stoic idea of living in harmony with nature. Even when it seems like our ideas clash, Stoics tell us to dig deeper. Instead of focusing on disagreements, concentrate on what connects us. By finding common interests, we can create a basis for working together and finding compromises. To start this Stoic search for common ground, follow these steps. Change your perspective from me to we. See things from different viewpoints. Turn the disagreement into a joint effort for a common goal, not just a you versus me situation. Ask, what do we both really want? Look for possible points of agreement, even if they're not obvious at first. Dig below the surface. Conflicting desires often come from unmet needs. Understand what needs each of you is trying to fulfill through the conflict, like safety, honor, or approval. Discover shared ideas. Values guide our actions. Look beyond the immediate problem and find common principles like honesty, justice, or decency. Begin small. Don't expect to agree on everything right away. Focus on finding small points of agreement, no matter how minor. Celebrate small victories. These early agreements build confidence and momentum, making it easier to tackle more challenging issues. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. Be patient. It takes time to find common ground. Understand that each step towards cooperation is a step away from confrontation. So, use this Stoic technique to connect your experiences and pave the way for a more peaceful future. Think of it as following a common route with others who share your ideals and interests. Together, guided by the light of shared values, you'll reach a deeper understanding. Number 5, step into the realm of inner values. Picture yourself standing before a mighty oak tree, its roots firmly embraced by the soil. Moving this oak requires more than just brute force. On the contrary, a wise Stoic recognizes the subtle influence of elements like wind and water. These elements gently nudge things towards their ideals by whispering in their ear. This metaphor illustrates the Stoic approach of appealing to inner ideals, a powerful tool for resolving disputes skillfully and peacefully. Instead of directly targeting someone's persona, we focus on the fertile soil of their values and ideas. Understanding and respecting their inner compass can lead to solutions that align with their core beliefs. This approach fosters genuine buy-in and enduring agreements. Embark on your Stoic journey toward value-driven persuasion with these steps. Expose the value landscape. Become a valuable archaeologist by researching before presenting your case. Identify the principles guiding their actions and the values shaping their behavior. Observe what they say, do, affirm, deny, and prioritize. This creates a map of their value landscape. Close the value divide. Find common ground by identifying shared ideals. Don't assume their values clash completely with yours. Even if certain values seem unrelated, uncover commonalities like duty, honesty, and fairness. These shared values act as a bridge, allowing you to present your case in a way that resonates with them. Talk in their vocabulary. Adjust your message to align with their values. Speak in a way that reflects their interests and concerns. This establishes a sense of common ground without compromising your own values. Instead of trying to deceive, present your values in a manner consistent with theirs. Show, don't just tell. Demonstrate how your solution embodies their beliefs. Use specific instances, anecdotes, or past deeds to illustrate how your strategy aligns with essential principles. Actions speak louder than words, reinforcing and humanizing your case. Respect is essential. Prioritize understanding over dominance. Be respectful and considerate throughout the process. Your goal is to help them find a solution that addresses your concerns and aligns with their values, not to control or dominate them. By employing this Stoic technique, you become a skilled navigator, guiding your counterpart toward a place they can genuinely believe in. Remember, genuine transformation arises from resonance with values that shape an individual's identity, not from coercion. This approach cultivates mutual respect and understanding, paving the way for advantageous solutions for all parties involved. Number 6. Picture yourself walking a tightrope over a deep hole. One misstep, and you could fall. But think of humor as a balancing pole, keeping you steady. This is the essence of the 6th Stoic technique, using humor in conflict resolution. Laughter has a unique ability to ease tension and make discussions more open. A well-timed joke can act as a pressure release valve, fostering understanding and letting go of frustration. However, be cautious, as philosopher Seneca warns that a joke can easily turn into an insult. Navigating humor effectively involves knowing your audience. Consider your opponent's personality and sense of humor, as what's amusing to one person might offend another. Aim to create shared joy rather than using jokes to mock your opponent. Self-deprecating humor is often safer. Timing is crucial. Assess the emotional intensity before introducing humor. If tensions are still high, wait until things calm down. Avoid jokes that touch on sensitive subjects, stereotypes, or personal attacks. The goal is to build bridges, not burn them. Use humor as a tool, not a crutch. Don't rely solely on it to end an argument. It should complement sincere communication. Use humor sparingly to promote openness and lighten the atmosphere. When in doubt, avoid jokes entirely. Remember that laughter's power lies in bringing people together, not pushing them apart. Incorporating these Stoic ideas can make humor an effective tool for building rapport, relieving stress, and creating space for conflict resolution. Understand that the true power of laughter is in its capacity to unite. Number 7. Imagine you're on a tough mountain trail, looking across a gap at another climber going the opposite way. They're annoyed and angry, and it feels like a storm is brewing. Instead of arguing, think of the Stoic way. Slowly come down, bridge the gap, and offer a helping hand. This is the heart of the 7th strategy, expressing empathy. Empathy is like a powerful tool for making peace, even in heated arguments. Marcus Aurelius suggests that by understanding and validating the other person's feelings, we can create real connections and open the door to better conversations. To master this Stoic superpower, change your perspective from me to them. See the world through their eyes and try to understand their point of view, focusing on their life events and motivations. Pay attention to both spoken and unspoken cues, body language, tone, facial expressions. This helps you understand their feelings without passing judgment. Appreciate their emotions, even if you disagree with their behavior. Phrases like, "I understand why this is important to you," build trust and reduce defensiveness. Look for the hidden pain causing the disagreement. Anger often comes from deeper emotional scars, so understanding the source helps address the real issue. Walking with them, not in front, shows empathy without endorsing their actions. It's about recognizing their viewpoint and creating an environment for honest conversation. When you embrace this Stoic concept of empathy, you connect instead of judging, offering hope for real resolution. It's not just about now, but also how you'll deal with each other in the future. So come down from the mountain, reach out, and give the gift of empathy. Together, you might embark on an unexpected journey. Number 8. Imagine standing in front of a giant oak tree with its branches stubbornly swaying in the breeze. Trying to forcefully make the oak bend to your will could harm both you and the tree. A wiser approach, inspired by Stoic philosophy, is to learn the art of compromise, bending and adapting to find a peaceful coexistence between the wind and the oak. Having rigid views and absolutes doesn't usually help in resolving conflicts successfully. Epictetus suggests wishing for things to happen as they do, not just as you want them. The true power lies in finding answers that partly meet your problems and those of the other person. Here's how you can practice this Stoic art. Change me to we. See the conflict as a cooperative endeavor to devise a solution that benefits everyone, not as a rivalry. Identify common objectives and look for shared goals, even if they seem hidden. Set priorities and be willing to let go of less important details. Focus on finding answers for your main issues. Seek win-win solutions where all parties feel their requirements are understood and somewhat met in the long term. Understand that life is a journey, not just a destination. Patience and flexibility are crucial in compromise. Be ready to review the agreement if something changes or new information comes up. Open communication and a willingness to change are essential for a lasting compromise. Accepting the Stoic art of compromise keeps your demands and principles intact. Instead, you show strength, adaptability, and dedication to finding solutions that work for everyone. It's about living in a dynamic balance, not resisting like the wind and the oak, bringing about a more tranquil and harmonious end that benefits everyone. Number 9. Imagine yourself caught in a thicket of thorns, branches twisting and twirling, blocking your path. No matter how hard you try, moving forward seems impossible. This frustration is like being stuck in a dispute where communication breaks down and finding a resolution feels out of reach. But the Stoics remind us that we're not alone, especially in these situations. The 9th strategy encourages seeking external aid without feeling ashamed. Instead of seeing it as a weakness, consider it a commitment to finding a positive solution. A mediator or counselor can be like a guide through the complex maze of conflict, providing a controlled environment for discussion where both sides are heard and valued. These external guides can untangle emotional knots that often hinder communication. Strong emotions make it hard to understand others' viewpoints or express yourself clearly. An impartial third person can create a more relaxed and productive conversational atmosphere, bridging the understanding gap. Counselors and mediators are trained to recognize and help parties in conflict close their knowledge gaps. They promote empathy and reduce defensiveness by helping each side see things from the other's perspective. Competent facilitators guide discussions toward constructive problem solving, ensuring everyone can voice concerns and work together for solutions. These professionals offer resources and methods to equip you for the journey. Many have specialized training in conflict resolution and communication techniques, helping build stronger relationships in the long run. Remember, asking for help is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. It shows dedication to finding a solution that works for everyone and investing in personal and partnership development. Enlisting outside assistance lets you benefit from the knowledge and expertise of others, navigating the complex maze of disputes and reaching a peaceful and constructive conclusion. Sometimes, receiving help can brighten the path ahead and remind you that even in challenging circumstances, you're not alone. Number 10. Imagine being tied to a huge rock, its weight pulling you down. and its sharp edges hurting you. This burden represents resentment and unforgiveness, holding you back and making it hard to move forward. Forgiveness, as the Stoic philosophy teaches, is a gift to yourself, a powerful tool to break these chains. It's not about justifying the past or the other person's actions, but a deliberate choice to let go of hurt feelings, allowing you to move on with clarity and peace of mind. Here's how to start this liberating Stoic journey. Shift the focus. Instead of concentrating on the other person, think about the impact on your health. Holding on to anger and resentment harms you more than the other person. Choosing forgiveness puts your well-being first. Consider different perspectives. Understand the broader circumstances and intentions of the other person. This doesn't justify their actions, but acknowledges their shortcomings and vulnerabilities. This change in viewpoint may increase empathy and lessen the emotional impact. Let go of the past, not memories. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting the past. It involves letting go of negative feelings tied to it. Remember the lessons learned, but release the weight of resentment and hatred. Practice active forgiveness. Forgiveness is an ongoing process. Actively let go of unfavorable feelings and thoughts whenever they surface. Techniques like journaling, mindfulness, and meditation can be helpful tools in this process. Forgive yourself. Instead of waiting for the other person to earn it, forgive yourself. Accepting spiritual forgiveness allows you to change your present and create space for a better future. You choose the path of peace and self-compassion, freeing yourself from bitterness and anger. Remember, forgiveness is a gift to yourself, demonstrating strength and dedication to your well-being. So, take a deep breath, let go of the weight, and step into a future offering more independence and inner serenity. Number 11. Think about a phoenix. A mythical bird that goes through conflict emerges stronger and wiser. The spirit of the 11th Stoic strategy is like that phoenix, using conflict as a catalyst for personal growth. Remember what Epictetus advised: focus on what you can control and accept the rest. Here's how to start this life-changing adventure. Adopt a learning attitude. See obstacles as opportunities. Change your mindset from viewing conflict as a bad thing to seeing it as a chance to develop and learn. Be open to analyzing your actions and shortcomings, approaching the situation with an open mind. Make your excavation. Identify the underlying causes. Think about how you fit into the conflict. What principles or convictions were at odds? Which feelings dominated? And how they influenced your actions. Sincerity is crucial in understanding your habits and triggers. Determine doable domains. Don't let reflection get you down. Turn your observations into actionable suggestions for improvement. If you struggled with communication, work on enhancing your active listening. If emotions were too strong, explore mindfulness practices for better emotional control. Seek guidance and criticism. Learn from reliable mentors. Find a loyal friend, therapist, or mentor who can encourage your personal development and provide unbiased input. Talking to someone else about your experiences might help you see things differently and promote responsibility. Recognize growth as a process. Be patient. Expect gradual change. Personal development takes time and effort. Stay dedicated to continuous improvement, acknowledging failures as teaching moments, and celebrating small accomplishments. Adopting this Stoic philosophy can turn conflict from a harmful force into a powerful catalyst for self-discovery and positive transformation. You emerge stronger, wiser, and ready to face obstacles with poise and grit. Remember, you can learn and grow, and even challenging circumstances can become stepping stones toward becoming the best version of yourself. Number 12. Imagine standing on a clean beach with waves gently touching your feet. But hold on. Someone is invading your personal space and making you feel upset. Setting boundaries and defending your well-being are powerful tools, as the 12th Stoic technique suggests. It's like navigating interactions delicately, symbolized by this scenario. Here's how to apply this Stoic idea in practice. Understand your inner guidance. Figure out your requirements and values. Consider what matters most before setting boundaries. Identify actions that align with your values and those that make you feel drained or violate your personal space. These internal limits help with effective communication. Communicate respectfully and clearly. Use words, not walls. Avoid vague statements and passive-aggressive behavior. Use I phrases to assertively communicate your boundaries, focusing on your wants and feelings. Polite communication is key for cultivating cooperation and understanding. Be consistent. Consistency is vital. Once you set boundaries, be steadfast like a lighthouse. Don't give in to guilt or make exceptions to avoid conflict. This consistency earns respect from others and shows self-respect by sticking to your boundaries. Prepare for opposition. Understand that not everyone may agree with your boundaries. Be ready for possible resistance and politely restate your position, emphasizing the importance of honoring your requirements. Recognize the power of boundaries. Boundaries give you power. Taking care of yourself is key to freedom. Setting limits is necessary to safeguard your mental and emotional health. It's not selfish. It creates an environment where you can grow, aligning with Seneca's goal of living with a cheerful heart and a grateful attitude. Adopting this Stoic idea creates a lighthouse that guides you and others to more respect, transparent communication, and eventually, happier and more satisfying relationships. Remember, creating boundaries gives you the power to live a life full of inner freedom, respect, and tranquility. An act of self-love. Number 13. Imagine being in a violent storm, with winds and waves crashing all around you. Even though you can't control the storm's fury, you can choose how to handle it. This captures the essence of the 13th Stoic tactic, remembering that you are in charge of your responses, not the events around you. The Stoics teach us that true strength comes from mastering our inner world, rather than trying to control the external world. Epictetus says it's a shame for the soul to depend on the body for satisfaction. We find inner calm, despite life's storms, by focusing on our reactions, which we can control. Here's how to develop this Stoic superpower. Determine what triggers you. Identify what makes you upset. Think about situations or activities that usually make you feel bad. Are there specific words, people, or phrases that get under your skin? Acknowledging these triggers is the first step in controlling them. Take a moment to breathe. Create space between the stimulus and your response. Decide to wait before acting impulsively. Inhale deeply and give yourself room to observe and evaluate the situation quietly. This helps you make deliberate decisions instead of letting emotions control your actions. Shift your viewpoint. Change how you see things, not the facts. Our reactions are often influenced by our interpretation of situations. Examine other viewpoints and challenge automatic beliefs. Can the situation be solved? What positive aspects can you focus on? Choose your reaction carefully. React, don't react. After collecting yourself and adjusting your viewpoint, consider your options before responding. Ask yourself if reacting with anger or frustration helps, or if being composed and assertive works better. Remember, your response can either escalate or de-escalate the situation. Exercise control. Learning to control your reactions takes time and effort. Practice varied responses in challenging situations to increase emotional resilience and self-control. Adopting this Stoic idea doesn't make you docile. It makes you stronger, able to face life's storms with courage and grace. Remember, peaceful power over your thoughts and feelings is the true test of strength, not external control. Maintain your composure under pressure, make intelligent decisions, and face life's storms with the steadfast poise of a Stoic sage. These Stoic-inspired techniques can help turn disagreement from a battleground into a place of learning, understanding, and inner calm. The real triumph is not about defeating your opponent, but about controlling your feelings and becoming a stronger, more confident version of yourself.